How's it going, everybody? You're watching Then About Tech, and the time has finally come. It's time to unbox the all-new iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's finally here, so let's go ahead and without further ado, get started and unbox the top of the line, the flagship iPhone of 2019. Let's begin. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have the brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max with the new green that's called Midnight Green. This just looks so beautiful with this new coat, this new matte finish. So we have a look at that in a second. Of course, on one side we have iPhone, at the bottom we have the Apple logo, on the other side iPhone again, and at the top Apple logo one more time, typical Apple box. At the back we have general information, and the information that it is the 256 gigs. That's the mid-range iPhone 11 Pro, and it retails for $1,250. And as you guys can see, the box is also black, which is very cool. And this like frost, this matte black as well, to resemble the new finish, which we will see of course in a second. Let's just open up all the plastic, all this film. Is super simple. We don't need knives or anything. Just pull up the tab and then the plastic just dismantles on your hand. Okay, let's just put that to the side for a second right there, and then of course let's have a look at the beautiful box and at the beautiful phone. So let's just lift it up and have a look at for the first time. So let's go ahead, lift the top part. It just slides up beautifully, and then look at that beauty, the new iPhone 11 Pro Max in midnight green. And as you guys can see, with this beautiful matte finish, we'll put it to the side and then have a look at that in a second. Okay, so just carefully put it to the side so we don't get any scratches. So let's just remove this little box at the top. That it is a sleeve with a little bit of information. Apple is super short this time. We don't have anything else in the box, just a few pieces, a few sheets of paper, the Apple stickers, and then that's pretty much it. If we open the hello little tab, as you guys can see, we're gonna see a little bit of information, just like a user basic guide, but it is very basic, just like two sheets. And then of course we have the tool that we can remove our SIM card and so forth. So now let's put that to the side and let's have a look at the main box right there, because we have the rest of the accessories, and we have something very cool, because for the first time the power adapter is actually a fast charger. In the box we have, as you guys can see, an 18-watt adapter. This is a USB Type-C adapter, as you guys can see right there. On the other end is normal lightning, and then this is super cool because it enables fast charging. It is the exact same charger as this one I'm showing on the iPad Pro. So exact same 18-watt charger. It is super powerful. I just love this, and it finally enables fast charging out of the box. So again, USB-C on the charger, and then lightning on the iPhone. We don't have USB Type-C on one end and USB Type-C on the other. Okay, so just one of the ends is Type-C. Of course we have the earphones. They are not AirPods, anything like that. Even with the high price, they are normal wired headphones, and of course they are lightning as well, so they connect to the iPhone using the lightning port. So no 35mm headphone jack or anything like that, just lightning. And the cable, of course, lightning on one end, USB Type-C on the other, just as I mentioned. So you connect to the Type-C on the charger, connect to the lightning on the iPhone. So then there you have it. But now let's talk about the phone itself. As you guys can see, it still has the film, the plastic on it, but the front is pretty much the same. We'll talk about that later in the video, because what we want to see is the back, because the back is where all the magic happens. We have the new frost, this new matte finish, and we have of course the new triple camera layout. So we have the new wide camera, the new telephoto, and the ultra wide camera as well. Super cool new layout. This ultra wide camera gives you like this GoPro feeling of 120-degree angle. Is truly amazing. And of course the rest of the phone, we have a few changes. As you guys can see, it doesn't glow. There's not a lot of light reflection or anything, because the finish is just very matte. It's just frost finish. As you guys can see, it is super cool. It doesn't attract a lot of fingerprints or anything. It is super nice. If you compare it to the iPhone 10, you see it's super glossy. It shines a lot, whereas on the iPhone 11 Pro it is just much more elegant. It doesn't attract a lot of fingerprints. I really love that. There's also another thing that's new, which is of course the Apple logo. Now the Apple logo is centralized, is in the middle, whereas on all the older models, we have the the Apple logo very next to the camera. Not this one, it is centralized because you have this new look. And of course, the camera module now has a different color. As you guys can see, the camera module is shiny, and the rest of the phone is actually frosted, is actually matte. So this is very, very nice. Let's take a look at the rest of the phone. As you guys can see, this bottom part, if my camera helps, as you guys can see, this bottom part, we still have pretty much the same ports. Lightning, as I mentioned, there's no USB-C there. We have the speakers at the bottom, so everything we are used to. On the other side, as you guys can see, we have the SIM tray that we saw, the SIM tool, right? We have the power button as well, placed pretty much in the exact same position. At the top, there's nothing there. And on the other side, of course, we have the volume switch and then the silent switch. Still same position, same work. It works same way. It's just pretty much the same phone, as I mentioned. And then at the front, as you guys can see here, you have the display. Of course, the size is exactly the same. It is a 6.5-inch phone, exactly the same as the iPhone XS. Now let's remove the film, remove the plastic, because I know you all love that. And then that sound is just very, very good. And as I mentioned, same display, same notch, same bezels, everything is exactly the same. I'm just gonna boot it up so you guys can see all the frame and all the edges and everything. And as you guys can see, there's no reduction on either side. Everything is exactly the same. All the borders, everything, all the corners, everything is exactly the same. We don't see any different. Look in this phone side by side and comparing it to the XS, the same phone. So that's pretty much it. It's a little bit disappointing if you ask me. But of course, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna make a ton of videos, because I will. I'm gonna have a ton of videos on the new iPhone 11 Pro, camera tests, reviews, everything like that. So stay tuned to the channel. And if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button down below. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel. Click on that bubble with my face right there. And also click on the videos on the screen, because there are probably already gonna be new videos when you're watching this unboxing. Make sure to stay tuned. There's a ton of content coming on Dana About Tech about this new awesome phone, and I am sure you guys are gonna love it. So that's pretty much it. Bye bye.